the man is here. Our next Lieutenant Governor of Texas, Jerry Patterson. All right, thank you all very much. God bless you. God bless Texas. I'll be very brief. There's a passage in the Bible that says, "Blessed are the brief, for they shall be elected." You've heard that, right? Yeah. Anyway, I'm Jerry Patterson, and how many of y'all remember back in 1995, we were debating a bill called Senate Bill 60. I was the author of that bill, and it was called the Concealed Handgun Law. Now, do you remember what they were saying in 1995? Every editorial board in the state of Texas said that if we pass that law, it will be blood in the streets, wild, wild west, and shootouts at every four-way stop. How many of y'all have been involved in a shootout at a four-way stop? Okay, well, I hope you won. You're not supposed to do that, okay? You're not helping me. Anyway, so the point is, whether you like guns or not, whether you carry one or not, and I'm not going to ask how many people here are carrying, but nonetheless, that's another topic. Whether you like firearms or not, the idea that somehow you and I, who are inherently law-abiding good citizens, are more prone to violence than the others is simply bogus. What did happen since 1995 till today is firearms homicides in Texas are down by 42%. You remember, blood in the streets, wild, wild west, shootouts at every four-way stop, none of that happened. Proving that you and I are competent and capable and reasonable and responsible and can make good choices. And in choosing whether or not to carry a handgun, we're making that choice. It's inherent in our liberty to be able to make that choice. And when I say it's inherent in our liberty, I mean liberty. I don't mean it's inherent in some government grant of liberty. I don't mean that the Bill of Rights is somehow bestowed upon us by our government. The Bill of Rights, 1 through 10, are God-given, constitutionally enumerated natural rights that you and I possess by virtue of being free men and free women. Now that is a very important point. Because for those who say government gave us liberty, that the founders or the writers of the Bill of Rights said, well, we're going to give these liberties to citizens, that's a fundamentally wrong premise. Because if government can give us liberty, it stands to reason that government can take it away. So my point is, God-given, constitutionally enumerated, not granted, natural rights that we possess that are inviolate. I would also ask you, we're all students of the Constitution, but the Texas has a Constitution as well. We have a Bill of Rights as well. And in our Bill of Rights, they're all found in Article 1. There's 1 through 30. 1 through 30. Article 1, Section 23 of the Texas Constitution says, a citizen shall have the right to keep and bear arms in the lawful defense of himself or the state, but the legislature shall have power by law to regulate the wearing of arms with a view to prevent crime. You go up a few, Article 1, Section 29 says, all of these things listed herein are forever inviolate and accepted from the general powers of government. It's here and it ain't going away. The Second Amendment I describe as the defender of the rest. Because without the second, and candidly without the first, all the others are in jeopardy. Now that doesn't mean we have an absolute license to do as we wish and please, but that's not a problem because we're all good citizens. I'm going to also tell you that the things that go on in this building right here are generally very favorable to our cause. Now if this was a Capitol in D.C., I couldn't say that. But the legislators who meet here are generally favorable to our cause. There are exceptions, though. On occasion, there's a bad bill. On occasion, there's a bill that is for special privileges in carry. And I would ask you to look up, maybe go to my webpage, votepatterson.com, that's votepatterson.com. Look at some of the information on there, and look at some of the bills that have been proposed here to give special privileges for concealed handgun license holders who happen to be members of the legislature. Liberty is for all, equally for all. From all of us, we are expected to be good citizens, and to all of us shall be the benefits therefrom. I'll just close by saying, I love what I'm doing. I'm the Texas Land Commissioner. I'm running for Lieutenant Governor. I'm the most pro-liberty candidate in the race. I believe in you, the citizens' ability to make good choices. I'd ask you to go to votepatterson.com, check out our Facebook page. You can get there from there and all that other good stuff. And I know I'm the last guy and I'm the only thing away from you, and I guess there's a big game today. So I'm going to close just by saying, God bless you, and God bless the bountiful, wonderful, historically liberty-leaning state of Texas. Thank you very much.